14 reasons why your loved one is ignoring you. In this video, I'll show you also what you should and shouldn't do when you feel ignored by your loved one. Welcome to Lifestyle Therapy channel. Stay tuned. To get access to the latest from Lifestyle Therapy, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications. He's not into you anymore. We'll start with the toughest possible explanation to get it out of the way. One big possibility here is that this guy who has started ignoring you just isn't into you anymore, and he's ghosting you. Sometimes, really immature guys prefer to cut off a girl and let her take the hint, rather than speak up and say something to her. It's really lame and cowardly, but it happens all the time. If he's indeed ghosting you, she is pissed at something you did. Women aren't good at confrontation, but what we are good at is silent punishment. If you said something in passing that pissed her off, didn't ask how her day was, or left your socks in the wrong place, it could lead to her ignoring you. The good news is that she will probably get over it quickly. He likes his space. Some men are lone wolves, whereas you may be someone who likes to be around people 24/7. Both of these are fine, but he may just enjoy having a bit more quality alone time than you do. It doesn't mean that he likes you any less, you are just different in way that you like to spend your time. Anyway, you know the old saying, absence makes the heart grow fonder. So perhaps leaving him to his alone time will do wonders for your relationship. She wants your attention. Completely the opposite of what it seems. If your girlfriend is ignoring you, she may be in need of a little of your attention. When girls feel like the guy isn't giving them their due focus, then the way that they respond is showing the man how they feel by ignoring him. Like for like, but the problem is that you didn't know you were ignoring her to begin with. All she really wants you to do is notice that she is ignoring you. So, if you show some concern, then she will probably get over it and stop. You always want something from him. Are you always asking your boyfriend for lots of favors? Do you ask him to do something for you every time you call? It may be hard to think about this objectively, but you may be asking more of your boyfriend than you realize. Your boyfriend might be ignoring you simply because he doesn't want to keep helping you with random tasks. Some guys like doing their girlfriends lots of little favors, but most guys don't, and some guys really don't. One good way to tell that a guy doesn't have that sort of helpful personality is if he never asks you for favors either. She feels offended. While you may not have meant to offend her, it happened. Perhaps you were talking to her face to face, and checked out a woman that walked by. She may feel that was rude and turned off of you. Of course, she hasn't given you the opportunity to defend yourself, I understand that, and she may well do too, in time. He's cheating on you. Sometimes when guys cheat, they get really weird because they feel guilty, and know they're doing something wrong. I don't want to freak you out here, but it is possible that he's seeing someone else behind your back. Ignoring you isn't the only sign, though, there are a bunch to watch out for. If your boyfriend has been acting shady in other ways, talk to him and try to figure out what's going on. She heard something negative about you. Do you have mutual friends with her? If so, it's possible that one of them told her something negative about you. Whether it's true or not, she may have reservations about being around you, or responding to your latest text messages, because of what she's heard. An example is that she heard you broke up with your last few girlfriends, because it got too serious for you to handle. In that case, she doesn't want to get her heart broken, and so decides not to pursue anything with you. That's why she's ignoring you. You may have said something that's upset him. Now, don't immediately jump to this as your first conclusion, but he might be distant, because you've upset him somehow. We all say things that can be misconstrued, or could be taken in offense, without even noticing. Sometimes people like to sulk it out, rather than have a full-blown confrontation about it. Ask him what's wrong, and if he refuses to tell you, it may well be that you've upset him. If this is the case, Try and talk it through in a calm and rational way, and ensure that you make an agreement that if you're upset, you talk to each other. Then you can move forward a stronger and happier couple. She is going through a rough time. Sometimes, when women are going through an emotionally rough time, they turn inward and shut out the world. If she is having a hard time in a relationship with her mom, her best friend, or some other thing is going on in her life, she may have limited capacity to deal with the rest of the world. Assuming you don't want to deal with her drama, she may just be trying to deal with it on her own. He is considering a breakup. It's sad, but true. Some people are just too cowardly to tell you the truth, so they decide to ghost you instead. It could be that your boyfriend is considering leaving you, or has already decided on it, and rather than having a long painful conversation with you about it, he's ignoring you. He might be contemplating how to tell you, but can't bring himself to face you in the meantime. He could also just be secretly hoping that you'll take the hint and disappear from his life. Obviously, whether someone would do this or not, depends on their maturity level. Think back towards the past. Has he ever refused to communicate about something before? Did he ever avoid telling you something important, because he thought it would hurt your feelings? Have you ever seen him give a friend the cold shoulder, rather than discussing the issue? These could all be signs that he has trouble expressing what he wants in an open way. If he really is avoiding and ignoring you, because he's too afraid to tell you, then maybe you're better off single. It sounds terrible, but relationships like these really aren't worth it. She is conflicted about how she feels. There are times when people start to reevaluate their relationship. If things have been a little lackluster lately, she may be wondering if you are the one for her, or if there are better options out there. If your girlfriend is ignoring you, she may be worried that your relationship isn't what she wants anymore. Try to be calm and play hard to get. Instead of chasing her around, give her the space she needs, and she will probably see what she will lose when you aren't there. Pushing her to talk to you isn't going to bring her back. In fact, it might just push her away more. He's confused about what he wants. One very common explanation for why your boyfriend would start ignoring you out of nowhere is that he's confused. He might not know if he still wants to be in a relationship. He might be confused about his feelings for you. Who knows? But sometimes, when dudes feel this way, they tend to shut down and shut you out, rather than opening up about it. If he's hot and cold all the time, this could be what's going on, and you need to talk to him. She has a new boyfriend. Another reason that she might be ignoring you is because she has a boyfriend, or is officially seeing someone else. This means that she probably wanted to cut off contact with you immediately, because she wants to be loyal to her new one. How do you find this out? Well, we don't typically recommend stalking someone on social media, but in this case, it's your best bet. Creep her Facebook to see if she's in a relationship. Or you can be bold and ask her what the deal is. If she comes forward saying that she is now taken, then you finally have your answer as to why she is ignoring you. What do you do when you feel ignored by your loved one? And what you shouldn't do? Number 1. Take a look at yourself and your own behavior first. Before jumping to any conclusions, take a minute to examine your own behavior. If your loved one is ignoring you, it might be due to something you inadvertently did to make them feel overwhelmed or uncomfortable. Maybe you are too clingy, or too intrusive. It might just be that your partner needs a little space every once in a while. Number 2, spend time with friends. Have you realized how easy it is to ignore this person when you're out with friends, having a good time? That's the key. The more fun you have, and the more you keep yourself distracted, the easier it would be to move on, and forget this person ever existed. Remember, conversations with others would prevent your mind from drifting towards thoughts of this person. And that's always a good thing. Number 3, get out of your own head. When someone ignores you, it's easy to become sad or even depressed. The best thing to do in a situation like this is to get out of your own head. Smile, be happy, and don't allow the other person's hurtful behavior to ruin your day. The happier you are, the more likely people are to be drawn to you. Confidence is sexy, so be the strong, confident type, and people will find you extremely hard to ignore. Number 4. Be independent. When your partner is acting like this, remain independent for some time. Plan out with your friends, go for shopping, or involve yourself in your favorite activities, so as to keep your mind on the situation for some time. Things that should be avoided when you are feeling neglected. Unless you are 100% sure, do not accuse your partner of being a cheater, or a liar. Never make assumptions without having clear perception about the situation. Being neglected certainly upsets you. Do not try to be defensive. Do not make the situation, and come up with the stories in your mind, until you are sure that the behavior and the circumstances are all about you. Number 1. Don't let it get to your head. Getting sad and emotional about it just lowers your appeal and may be the goal of some men. Be happy and smile more. Your days will not be hindered by the fact that he is ignoring you. The happier you are, the more he'll want to feed off that happiness. Number 2. Don't nag. Nagging won't get you anywhere with a guy. If your boyfriend feels like you're nagging him to pay more attention, he'll get annoyed. To him, it doesn't sound like a legitimate concern to you, but rather like you just want to change him. Instead, focus on talking to him calmly and seriously about the issue. If all you're saying is, "Why don't you pay attention to me anymore?" while whining, he'll feel attacked. And when that happens, no one wins. Number 3. Give him a little bit of the cold shoulder. Go hang out with your friends and guy friends. Make sure he understands that you have a life too, and that he's lucky you're including him in it. Most guys will immediately come running back and stop ignoring you, especially if you're hanging out with other guys. They'll get territorial. It's just how guys work. If he doesn't come back to you and keeps ignoring you, ask yourself if you want the relationship you're getting. 100% effort from someone else is probably better than 50% effort from him. Number 4. Talk to him during a good time. If you always feel like your man is ignoring you, but the only time you talk to him is in the middle of his favorite show, that's your fault. Don't try to get his attention when you know it just won't happen. Choose better times to talk to him and spend time together. Number 5. Be mysterious. The more obscure you can be about how you spend your own time, the more curious he will be about you, because suddenly you will be a mystery. Unpredictability is exciting, and mysteries exist to be solved. If he is curious about you, then he will begin to go out of his way to find out more about you, which will mean, out of his own free will, he is paying you attention. Number 6. Do something sweet for him. Many guys pull away if they feel like they're not cared for. Your man could be getting a little insecure about your feelings for him, and that's why he's ignoring you. He's pulling away to save himself the heartache. So instead of getting angry, do something nice for him. Reassure him of your feelings, and see if that helps him pay more attention to you. It's very possible he just wants a little something extra from you, but the only way he knows to communicate that is by ignoring you. Number 7. Be attached, but don't be needy. If you have followed the tips on this video, you should have been able to partially regain your guy's attention by this point. Now the best thing about being in love is that you get to share your life with somebody you care about. Being in a relationship itself is all about depending on each other, but things can take a frustrating turn if one of the partners becomes needy. Would you like it if you had a possessive boyfriend to deal with? Assuming the answer is no, if you find yourself heavily depending on your guy for just about everything, you should take a time out and give your relationship a fresh twist. Show him that you are an independent person just like him, who can get things done in the same way, if not better. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you find it useful, don't forget to share it, and make sure to subscribe to see more video in the future. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.